Yo guys, this video is meant to clarify on the questions about the strategy that I posted out, the simple forex trading strategy that I posted on the channel just a few weeks ago. And most of you guys have commented in the comment section down below, and you've asked me to clarify on some things that you guys were not understanding. So watch this video till the end. This video is going to answer all of your questions, and hopefully you guys will be satisfied with what I'm going to show you concerning this strategy. I think this video will answer it all. So without wasting any more time, if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. It is free, but it helps the channel to grow. And also like this video so that it's recommended by the algorithm. So guys, without wasting any time, let's go on to the charts and I'll show you what this strategy is all about, and I'll show you the details of how to implement it. And I think this is going to answer all of the questions that you guys have been having concerning this strategy. I hope this settles this whole thing that you guys have been wanting to know. So let's go on to the charts right now and we get started. I'll use US 30 for this demonstration, okay? And most of you guys have been asking what to do based on time frames. The questions that came were mostly about which time frame this strategy works on. So I'm going to show you guys this from the 4-hour chart, okay? But just to clarify, this strategy does not only work on the 4-hour chart. I told you that if you're using this strategy, use this strategy based on which type of trader that you are, or based on what type of trading the type of trading you're going to do, okay? For example, if you are going to be swing trading, you want to look at the higher time frames, okay? If you are going to swing trade, if you are going to day trade, you want to look at the lower time frames, okay? If you're going to scalp, you look at the intraday time frames. For example, in this example, we are going to day trade, okay? We're going to day trade, so we are going to start from the 4-hour as the higher time frame. So what you want to do with this strategy, it's very simple. But if you go ahead and do a back test, you will see that this strategy will give you some profitable edge, okay? So what you want to do is you want to mark, okay? You want to mark the high. Let's make this green one, the low. You want to mark the low, and then you want to mark the high of the most recent 4-hour candle, like this, okay? Let's make this line red to denote resistance, just like this, okay? And then after you've done this, it's a very simple methodology. After you've done this, just go down to a lower time frame. What I always advise the guys using this strategy is from the 4-hour chart, you want to skip these other time frames, okay? Skip the 1-hour chart, okay? And then go down to the 30 minutes chart, or you can even go down to the 15 minutes chart. But for this case, you just skip one time frame, okay? From 4-hour, go down to 30 minutes chart, okay? Go to the 30 minutes chart. I'm basing that those time frames on the MetaTrader time frames, okay? Because MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5, the most popular time frames are daily, H4, H1, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, like that, okay? So those are the time frames you consider. Skip just one time frame from the 4-hour, which would be the 1-hour. Skip the 1-hour, go down to the 30 minutes chart, as you can see, okay? After you've reached on the 30 minutes chart, what you want to do is repeat the same process. You can adjust these lines to fit. Like you see here, this wick is in space, so move this to adjust it to fit onto that wick, okay? So this is your 30 minutes time frame, and this is what your current price action is saying. So on the 30 minutes chart, you want to mark the high and the low of the most recent, okay, most recent candle, and you want to change the color. Let's say here for resistance we can use purple, and then for support we can use let's say we can use another color, like say yellow, okay? We can use like yellow, like this, okay? So this is the current price action on the 30 minutes chart. Now what you want to do after this is you want to skip again for the entry. Now this is confirmation. The 4-hour chart, here on the 4-hour chart, you are looking at the current direction based on a higher time frame, because you're going to day trade, okay? You're looking for direction. So that's why you're marking the 4-hour chart. You're looking for the direction on a higher time frame. Then the 30-minute chart is a confirmation time frame where you go down to confirm market direction and your entry points, okay? So that you can get confluence for entry. Now, on the next time frame, which would be another time frame where you skip, for example, where you skip the 15 minutes chart, okay? You skip the 15 minutes chart and then you go down to the 5 minutes chart to look for your entries, okay? So on the 5 minutes chart, this is where you are going to look for your entries. How do you get entries on the 5 minutes chart? Now, on the 5 minutes chart, you are going to wait for price to break above or below the 30 minutes areas of value, which are these two lines. The red line is the 4-hour resistance. The green line is the 4-hour support on the candle. The yellow line is the 30-minute support. And the purple line is the 30 minutes resistance. So on the 5 minutes chart, which is the entry time frame, you are looking for or waiting for price, in this case, to break below, okay? To break below the yellow line here, okay? And then give you some sort of a retest. Then you can sell to the 4-hour support, something like this. Then also on the flip side, you wait for market to break above, okay? Give you some sort of a confirmation on a retest, then you can buy to the 4-hour resistance, something like this. This is how you formulate your entries on the lower time frame. However, you may not, in some cases, wait for market to give you like a confirmation on a retest. Sometimes the market may not give you a retest, okay? Sometimes the market can just, for example, just break below this area, okay, and just continue going down like this, okay, without giving you some sort of a retest. Sometimes that can happen. All right, so in that case, what you would do is you just take the breakout. Don't wait for a retest. When it breaks out with, for example, a very long bearish momentum candle, you would take your sell trade and use the next resistance up on the 30 minutes chart like here as your area where you could put your stop loss, and then use the 4-hour as your target point, something like this. This is how you would structure your trade. The same would be on the flip side for a buy. If you find a breakout with a high momentum candle, you place your entry immediately that candle closes and use the 30-minute support area or the yellow line as your area of stop loss, and then your target would be the next high on the 4-hour chart. So that is the strategy in a nutshell, guys. I hope you guys can get value out of this. I hope this answers most of the questions you guys have been asking me. This strategy works on all time frames, okay? It does not only work on the 4-hour or 30 minutes or what. It works on all time frames. For example, if I go to the weekly chart, for example, I want to swing trade, I go to the weekly chart. This is what I'll do on the weekly chart. I'll use the same colors, but on the weekly chart, you can see that the weekly chart candle for last week has closed bullish. So we'll put that red line on the weekly high, okay? And then the green line, we'll put it on the low of the previous or the most recent weekly candle. And then now we'll skip the daily chart, okay, and go to the 4-hour chart to look for a confluence for market direction, okay? So the weekly gives us market direction in this case. And then, yeah, we look for confluence on the 4-hour chart. Now, on the 4-hour chart here, okay, on the 4-hour chart, we are looking for to put this purple line on that 4-hour candle, and then the yellow line on the 4-hour low, okay? This is what we will do. I don't know why it's not updating the weekly. Let's first go back to the weekly chart. Let's give it a moment to load. Okay, so this is the weekly high right here. You can see the green line. Move it a bit this side. weekly line is the weekly support, and the red line is the weekly resistance. Okay, let's go back to the 4-hour chart. We skip the daily, go to the 4-hour chart. Okay, let's wait for it to load up. Okay, so you can see now they are updating well. Now you can see this is the 4-hour candle, put that like that. So this, let me just adjust this back here a bit. This green line is the weekly low, and that red line is the weekly high. Okay, weekly resistance, and then this is the weekly support. So we are looking for swing trades. Now on the 4-hour, we've marked the high and the low. What we do next is we skip, okay, we skip the 1-hour chart, and now we look for entries on the 30 minutes chart for us to look to get good swing trades. Okay, look for entries on the 30 minutes chart. So what are we waiting for? We are waiting for, on the 30 minutes chart, for price to come, for example, down like this. Okay, like this. Okay, just give me a moment, to come down here to this line, bounce from here, and maybe go up. We can buy back to this level of resistance, and if it breaks above and tests below, then we can continue to buy. Okay, let me just clear this. I'll use a more clearer path so that we can all understand this. Okay, this video is a bit longer because I want to explain to you guys and answer all the questions you've been asking. Okay, so you wait for price to come to this level here, okay, and bounce from there for you to buy to this level. If it breaks above this level, wait for a kind of retest, then you can buy if it breaks above the weekly high here, okay, and maybe retest it, then you can buy and hold long term. If it breaks below here, okay, if it comes down and breaks below here, then gives us some sort of a retest, pullback, then we can sell possibly to the weekly low, which is down here. That is a swing trade setup. Okay, that's a setup for a swing trade. Now this is what you would do when you're doing swing trades. So that's why I told you this strategy works on all time frames, but you just have to determine that based on which type of trades that you're going to take. If you're going to swing trade, start from a hard time frame like a weekly chart, skip one time frame, then get entries on the third time frame. Okay, third time frame. So guys, go ahead and use this strategy and give me feedback in the comment section down below, guys. Remember, give a like on the video, subscribe if you've not subscribed, and let us all profit as we grow. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, peace and out.